Hello, my name is Whitney Davis, and here's my story. This journey has been years in the making. It began in 2018 with a dream to grow as an educator, embrace digital learning, and become a strong leader for my students and my daughter. Life paused that dream, but it never erased it. Returning to the Applied Digital Learning program at Lamar University years later was a powerful decision that reignited my purpose and drive. What follows is a look back where I started, who supported me, what I've created and accomplished, and how this experience has changed me both personally and professionally. I'm proud to share my story and the work that came from it. In 2018, I was a single mother in my second year of teaching, living in a new city. I knew I wanted to become a stronger educator and leader, and continuing my education felt like the right next step. My father encouraged me to pursue this path, and I took a leap by enrolling in the Digital Learning and Leading program. That's what it was called then. I was motivated, hopeful, and determined to grow, not just for myself, but for my students and my daughter. However, life happened, and I wasn't able to finish the program at that time. Even though I stepped away, the goal never left me. About 7 years later, I made the decision to return and complete what I started. This time, I was more focused and more determined than ever to follow through, and I'm proud to say that I did. I couldn't have done this alone. My classmates played a huge role in helping me succeed. Our GroupMe chats were full of support, advice, and encouragement. From Leah, Joseph, Ashley, Monique, and so many others to professors and facilitators, everyone was a part of my learning community. Most of all, my dad, whose belief in me never wavered, was my foundation and motivation throughout this journey. There were so many highs: getting good grades, completing major projects, and watching my efforts turn into meaningful work. I felt proud each time I hit a milestone, but there were also lows. Balancing full time work, parenting, and school wasn't easy. There were nights I felt completely overwhelmed and days where I didn't know if I could keep going. Anxiety and pressure were real, but I pushed through. This journey has brought every emotion possible. I felt overwhelmed by the workload, but supported by my peers. I felt anxious before deadlines, but joyful when submitting work I was proud of. I felt frustrated when things didn't go as planned, but deeply proud when they finally came together. Above all, I felt grateful. Grateful for the chance to grow, to try again, and to finish what I started. Throughout this program, I've created a body of work that reflects my growth and vision as an educator. I've developed an e-portfolio that showcases my learning, a comprehensive innovation plan centered on blended learning, and a professional development course for teachers. I wrote my learning philosophy and manifesto, designed a growth mindset plan, and even published an article titled Transforming Education: How Technology Enhances Blended Learning Environments. These creations aren't just assignments, they're the foundation of how I now teach and lead. I've accomplished more than I thought possible. Not only did I learn how to design digital learning experiences and lead meaningful change, but I achieved my ultimate goal: earning my master's degree. That dream I started chasing in 2018, paused but never forgotten, has now become a reality. I've grown as a teacher, a leader, and a learner. What worked best was building community and leaning into reflection. Collaborating with classmates, giving and receiving feedback, and learning from others pushed my thinking and helped me grow. Reflecting on my learning helped me stay focused and intentional. Using the COVA model to empower my students mirrored the same approach I experienced: learning through choice, ownership, voice, and authentic work. If I could do anything better, it would be managing my time and emotional energy more effectively. Juggling everything wasn't easy, and there were times I let self doubt slow me down. In the future, I want to prioritize better self care and build in space for balance. I also want to be more proactive in connecting my work to broader networks and district wide goals. I've learned that it's okay to start over, and that doing so doesn't mean you failed. I've learned that community matters, Reflection is powerful, and growth isn't always linear. I've also learned that innovation is less about tools and more about mindset. This program didn't just make me a better educator, it made me a braver one. Now I'm standing at the finish line, proud, accomplished, and transformed. I've completed the Applied Digital Learning Program and earned my master's degree. I'm more confident in my ability to lead change, support my colleagues, and design learning that matters. But I'm also still learning, still growing, and still hungry for what's next. This is just the beginning. I plan to continue integrating blended learning into my classroom, expand professional development opportunities for my peers, and share my journey with others. I'm ready to lead innovation in my school, contribute to meaningful change, and empower students with tools and confidence they need to thrive. The best is yet to come.